So we're back with game 2 of live Age of Ascension play, and this time I am playing a deck called Undulating Yolanda of the Tavern. So she likes to get her dance on, she likes to get her drink on, and from playing her a couple times she likes to get her Amber Rush on. So we'll see how this plays. Again, just like the last video, I don't know, can't really decipher the deck that Josh is playing, so I'll just walk you through my play. I'll put a link of my deck in the video description, and we'll see how this goes. This deck has Sanctum, Dis, and Shadows as its 3 houses, and I'm playing against Shadows, Dis, Mars. Getting through all of our mulligans here. I believe I decided to keep my hand because I saw 4 or 5, so I'm counting here, 5 Shadows cards, 1 discard, and among those Shadows there's a treasure map. So that's a pretty strong start. Starts me with 4. 4 Amber, that is. Shuffle, 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 blah, blah, blah. Josh trying to do a little voodoo there to make sure I cut properly. The few times that I've played this deck, it's just completely popped off on giving me Amber so fast. Really doesn't have a ton of Amber control, so we'll see how this plays out though. So I do start with the treasure map. Since it was my first turn, I can only play 1 card. I get the bonus Amber, and if I've not played any other cards, I gain 3 Amber. But it's countered by a charrette, so 3 of those 4 I just gained get captured. I'm going to play Shadows again. I'm going to play Throwing Stars just to do 1 damage to that charrette. I think it's Redlock, and then a special delivery, and I put a Dusk Runner on Redlock. So Redlock is, I think he has Skirmish, and then when, at the end of my turn, if I've not played a creature, I gain an Amber. And I was just playing Shadows that turn because I had 4 left over in my hand, and I drew into 1 more after playing my opening hand. So I just wanted to cycle my hand, and my Shadows cards weren't bad. Eating my scrambled eggs, no big deal. Don't worry about it. Don't judge. Even when I'm not streaming, I'm eating on camera, so don't worry about it. Alright, so Josh plays an Old Yerk, makes him discard 2. He's going to discard an Agent Human and a Sucker Punch. And then he's going to Reap with Shred. I'm going to use Special Delivery to kill and then Purge Charrette. I think we missed that. Definitely did. But I'm going to then Reap with Redlock, which allows me to steal an Amber. And then I do play 2 more creatures. So it's Lamindra, which gives both its neighbors Elusive, and then Brand the Fanatic on play gives him 1 Amber. So on turn 3 I'm already on check. He plays Plague Rats, which does 1 damage to all non-rat creatures. And then he plays a second Plague Rat, which is, they stack. It's a pretty cool mechanic. So he's in total doing 3 damage to all non-rat creatures. So then when Brend the Fanatic dies, or when he's destroyed, Josh stole 3 Amber. But we're just making sure we did this right. There's some bookkeeping. might have missed that. Rewatching it, I think we played Bren the Fanatic wrong, but oh well. It is what it is. We didn't catch it. So I play a 3 Fates, and I will kill his Old Yerk, and then since his remaining 3 creatures all have the same power, I choose to kill both his Plague Rats. Then I put an Amber Imp, so anytime a creature reaps, they're stunned. Put out a Lash of Broken Dreams, and then 2 Yerks. I had 1 card in hand when I played the first Yerk that I discarded, and then the other Yerk was the last card in my hand, so I had nothing to discard. And he plays the 3 Fates, so he just board wipes me. The decks we're playing now are much faster. There's no crazy Age of Ascension combos, so you notice we're playing a lot faster than the last game. He plays a Charette to capture 3, and then plays a Streak. Again, the Streak is when... Is that a Streak? That's a Tezmal. So when it reaps, he names a house, and I cannot play that house. So I'm still sitting at 1 key. He has 0. I go Sanctum, so I play Shal the Safeguard. He has Deploy Taunt, but I play Take Hostages first. No damage to the target. Then I will Smite to ready and fight with Shal, just to splash some damage and get the Tezmal off the board, and then put some damage on the Charette. Smite's a really cool Sanctum card. Sanctum doesn't have a lot of out-of-hand damage, so it's really nice to see that they got that in this set. And the fact that I was able to pair that with the card that prevents damage, I'm totally blanking on the name right now. The fact that I was able to pair that made for a pretty cool board control turn. He just plays a Miasma to get some bonus amber, drops the Long Fused Mines, and then plays a Plague Rat. So 1 damage to all non-rat creatures. And I'm pulling out some armor tokens just to help myself count. So he's doing a total of 3 damage to all non-rat creatures. And Shal the Safeguard has 2 armor, so I've only had 1 damage go through there. So I'm playing Dis, so I play a Dust Imp. Then I play a Blood Shard Imp. This is my favorite combo in this deck, if not my favorite combo in the set for House Dis. If I reap with Dust Imp, I'm forced to sacrifice it, which triggers the Destroyed effect. Which I get 3 amber on a reap from a Dust Imp instead of 1. And the reason why I play Creeping Oblivion, just to get those Charettes out of his discard pile, so I purge them. So missing the purge from Special Delivery didn't matter too much. Would have let me just purge a different card, but I got both the Charettes out of his discard. And then I did tap Lash of Broken Dreams, so his keys are +3 on this turn. I think this is where he was just talking about how Plague Rats is a cool mechanic, but the deck he has them in sucks. So he wasn't too happy. He plays Banish, so he banishes my Dust Imp into my archives. He didn't want me to sacrifice it. Then he drops 2 Binding Irons, so I get +6 chains, so you'll see me with my little gear dial chain tracker. Can't use dice. There's nothing against a gear styled chain tracker, so I put that on top of my deck. It helps me as I'm drawing remember just the way I set up my board. Usually my chain tracker is all the way up by my keys. This helps me see it as I'm drawing, so this helps me remember when I'm restricted by chains. I'm going into Shadows. I play Perplexing Sophistry. I have more amber, so he discards a card at random and I draw a card and I gain a bonus amber. And I discard his Gromid, which is a card from last set. I'm going to play a Gamgee on the right flank. Gamgee's Reap. If your opponent has more amber, steal one. Then I play Furtive Investors for just a bonus amber. In order for the rest of the card to trigger, it requires my opponent to have more amber than me. So draw back up to one card less, lose a chain, and it's his turn, and I'm on check to my second key. More breakfast, nom nom nom. I never realized how much I eat until I watch myself eat on camera. Alright, so he's in Shadows. He plays a Whistling Darts, does splash 1 damage to all of my creatures. And he plays a Plague Rat. He's gonna Reap with Bad Penny first. So splashes 3 damage to all creatures. And then he Reaps twice. So he's on check. I forge my second key. And I was just making sure that I had already forged a key this game. We've been playing a little fast that I lost track of what I was doing. Play Dis and pick up my Dust Imp. Tap Lash to prevent him from being able to forge. I'm going to play 2 Dust Imps and a Bloodshard Imp. Get that combo out again. This deck does have 2 Dust Imps and 2 Bloodshard Imps, so it's pretty easy to get that combo going. Draw up to 1 card less and shed 1 chain. You see me pull out a notebook here. I'm just taking notes about cool combos that I like just for combo videos. So expect combo video number 2 to come out pretty soon. So he Reaps with Bad Penny. Because of Bloodshard Imp, he has to sacrifice her, which puts her back into his hand. So I'm going to play Lights Out and bounce the Bloodshard Imp and a Dust Imp back to my hand. Plays his Bad Penny. Just maintaining my board state here. I forgot to mark that Shal has Taunt, so I just pushed him up a little bit there. And then he just Reaps 3 times with his Plague Rats. And he is on... Oh my god, that's a lot of amber check. So I play a Bloodshard Imp, Reap with a Dust Imp, gains 1, and then on Destroyed I gain 2. So that's why I got 3 amber there. I'm going to play my other Dust Imp, use my Lash to make his keys cost him 9. Then I'm going to play an Onyx Knight, I believe that's his full name. So I destroy all creatures with Odd Power, which was his entire board and none of mine. Draw, you know the routine, draw 1 last, shed a chain. So he spends 9 for his key. He's going to play Flotsam Strike. So he destroys all enemy creatures that are not on flanks. So he kills my Dust Imp and my Blood Shard Imp. So I do get 2 from that. So it puts me on checkmate. And he just tosses a whole bunch of cards. That's him conceding. He didn't have any steel, and I just rushed a ton of amber. Yeah, he didn't see a lot. He saw all his Plague Rats. That deck has 5. But I got my Dust Imp and Blood Shard Imp combo going. It just became a crazy race that he couldn't keep up with. So this is definitely a deck that I'm putting in my keep revisiting pile. I'm trying to find just how strong it is. It definitely does not have much steel, but if the race can beat most, that ultimately doesn't matter. It's just whoever forges 3 keys first. But that has been game 2, a much quicker one than last game. And keep up with the series. I'm going to be trying to post at least 1 a week, if not 2 a week. If you keep liking the content, hit subscribe, hit follow, check out my Instagram, check out my Facebook, share my content, do whatever, as long as you give me credit for the videos, share it wherever you want. Until next time, this has been the Crystal Hive. Take care.